John, first few days back, pre-season, how did the boys come in after the summer?
Bubbly, tanned, fresh. A lot of them looking well. Obviously, we've had a longer extended period this season than what we've had previously, and they've come back in looking fresh. Obviously, the first couple of days for them is dreaded, but they've come in with a smile on their face and ready to go, and they've been working hard so far.
What has that first few days looked like? What have you been putting them through?
So there've been various appointments Monday, Tuesday, part of the week, getting body fats, various testings done from where they were last season, weights, etc. And then this morning looked like speed tests, agility tests, change of direction, and then obviously the bleep test to finish. We gave them a kick of the ball as well at the end there, so again their smiles and faces. There will be sore legs tomorrow, and then we need to get ready to go again for the next couple of days, which will be always when you come back at the beginning of pre-season. It's more kind of longer stuff and bigger areas to try and minimise the injuries and the impact injuries with blows and knocks and stuff. But they're looking in good shape just now, but there's a lot of work still to be done.
What do the next few days look like for the players in terms of trying to get them back up to that sort of match speed?
Aye, so both. It'll take more than the next couple of days to get them up to match speed, obviously, but the next couple of days will be varied. So it'll be like one morning football, that afternoon it'll be fitness work, the following morning will be fitness work, and then that afternoon it'll be ball work. So again, we try and marry both together, but at this stage, being so early, we need to try and separate them and make sure that the players are able to get the full capacity that we need them to get. Obviously, the data and the GPS, we can monitor exactly what they're doing and what they've done, so we can try and prevent injuries, which is obviously important at this stage. And then on Saturday, we'll make sure that again that we get a good session and probably mirror both the fitness and football at the same time.
A bit fresh, fans will be excited to know about a few fresh faces this time of the season. A lot of transfer talk. What information can you give us at this stage?
Yeah, obviously we're working hard. Behind the scenes, I spoke to a few players about signing. I'm excited by it. We've pinpointed certain areas that we feel that we need to strengthen, and I've spent time with certain players. I've spent time with players and agents, and hopefully we can get them over the line. At this stage of the season, it's always tough, but the majority of the boys have come back again, determined to stay here, determined to try and get out of this league. Bringing the players in that we're trying to bring in should make us certainly stronger, and that's what we want to be. We want to be in a stronger position at the end of the transfer window than what we are right now, and that's what pre-season is all about, making sure that people fit into our system, our shape, and the way we want to do things, and it's convincing them that this is the right place for them. When you come into this facility and you look round about in the training area that we're able to use every day, then that's certainly a good selling point for ourselves. And making sure that the players, as you said, they're bubbly, they're a good group, they're looking forward to coming back and seeing one another this morning. But today it becomes that wee bit more competitive again, when you're competing against your peers and you want to be fitter, you want to be faster, you want to be stronger. Obviously you can see that in the way they are, and that's what brings the mood. There's a lot of slagging and different bits of patter being going on, which is great because you need that early doors, especially when you're bringing trialists in and boys that you're trying to entice to sign.
I suppose one of the positives is that you've managed to keep majority of the same squad. It'll be important to keep that sort of group together, given how well they got on last season with the new boys and obviously some that have been here for a few years. Keeping
players at the football club was hugely important to me. I built a lot of relationships last season with the staff and the players, and together we created a good environment, and it had to be that way again, and convincing all those players to stay and making sure that we're here and having a push in this league was important. I want that hunger, I want that desire, I want that feeling of pushing one another to get to the next level. That was hugely important, and I'm delighted to keep them all at the club and bringing new faces in, the ones that can push that wee bit further. It's certainly going to be important, but I think the strong core that we have of players that have been here before and knows what it's all about, knows what this league are about, is important to keep so we can get that push this season.
And just looking at this season coming up, I suppose it goes without saying the aim is to come up as champions, the aim is to come up as title winners. What sort of conversations have you been having with the players over the last few days about your ambitions?
So listen, they know straight away I want to bounce back as quickly as we possibly can, and I want to make sure the players know that. there will be demands put on them, and it's a case of we need, if you're not up to living to the demands, then there's no point in being here. But to be fair to the players, I think they're putting demands on one another already, and they want to get out of this league as quickly as possible. We've done it before in one season, and listen, we know how difficult it's going to be. It's going to be hugely competitive with different teams that we've not came up against before. But I come in here, I look at the stadium, the way the pitch is going to be, the new surface going down. There's lots of positives to be had, and making sure that we keep that positive mindset and go and set that target that, listen, we want to be up the top end of the table. We want to be challenging for the trophy. We want to make sure that we don't fall short, and that we want to, as I said, sometimes it's difficult in Scotland to come out because you set yourself up to be shot at, but there'll be teams in this league that fancy their chances of going and win the league. We do as well. We fancy our chances, and we need to go and push and make sure that that's our goal, and don't be afraid to make sure that we know that's our goal, and we want to go and drive and strive to get that. And listen, the hard work starts now. We're making sure that to get an enjoyable and a successful end of the season, you need to put the hard yards in, the hard work now, whether it be running, eating, football, concentration, whatever it is we're going through in training, making sure that all those commitments that we make to one another and ourselves, we need to follow throughout the season.